Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Zero Parades for Dead Spies. In our last episode we discovered our spy partner was dead and we're investigating, trying to find out what's going on. We've apparently got a few things to look at. We have a map. This is a terrible map. So be it. And there's something here we should look at. Proof of intent to buy a meager number of Superblock socks, signed by Kaimuna Pessoa. Now we know there's something over here. Beyond lies a mountainside layered with residential buildings. So this is our spy. She's somewhat rebellious at the moment. Two species of ivy crawl over the railing. A joint invasion. And there appears to be a child on roller skates out here. Oh! Why are you running? I don't like that. How do I stop you running? Walking is fine. You don't need to run. This tuk-tuk has been parked for some time. And what is this? An exposed ventilation pipe, big enough for a fool to crawl through. Maybe we are not a fool. And just looking at the map again. Yeah, we've barely moved. Telephone. Oh! That's a better map! Of sorts. Palace of Culture. Backways. Photo 24. So we're down here. That's heading towards the bazaar. Unless it's orientated strangely in the tops up here. We want to head towards the backways, Palace of Culture. If we get to a certain point in Party Alley, we've gone too far. That is the home stereo system. That is... okay, vending machines, telephones, alright. So perhaps we will use telephones to check in from time to time. A portrait has been stenciled over the movie poster. Used to be a normal bazaar. Now it's all contraband. Yeah, probably true. Womb-grown bullets. Perhaps there is such a thing as a perfect animal. Super Sonido. And we found the quiz reach roundabout. Sounds like we've gone the wrong way. Propaganda. The consumerism must be this way. What about you? Can we speak to you? Apparently not. GMs are bored out. Nothing to be done about it. Okay, and it's a small miracle to have just one tile missing. Alright, let's head back up briefly. Because I'm fairly certain... oh wait, are we here? No. I see. So then there must be another way. What are you showing me? The other map I found? This bit? Oh, that's very different in style. It's as if she's dawdled all over the map to make it look crap. So we want to find a way around here. Aha! There is such a way. An ad for a new film. The release date was 6 months ago. And they haven't bothered to replace it with anything. No open flames, including lit cigarettes. Well, we smoked the cigarettes already, so no danger there. Another non-interactable person. That's a really big bag she seems to have. Party alley. Zona tres. As in tre. A delivery of high-grip tires to more adventurous vehicles. Tiny prison bars. I'm not entirely sure that's what that is, but oh, we can... Suprema 100s. More cigarettes. Could again reduce delirium at the cost of fatigue.
I can do this. I can take you on. I'm your man. I'm your man. I'm your man.
Sounds like he's trying to convince himself.
The middle-aged man cranes his neck to look at the top of the pylon. You can see the blue fabric of a worker's uniform under his high-vis vest.
Please stop singing. Whose man are you? Who am I to interrupt an affair with a piece of city infrastructure? Whose man are you?
He blinks at the interruption, startled out of his mantra.
I'm a Renotel man. He pats the device cradled in his arms. A certified Renotel repair technician.
Renotel, a diversified communications company local to the state of Portofino, immediately recognizable by its dolphin logo.
That device he's carrying is some sort of all-in-one tracker and intercommunications device. State-of-the-art, wireless, a modern wonder. In which case, why is he thinking of climbing the thing? What are you doing here? Let's ask this now rather than later to make the conversation feel more natural.
Oh, it's just me trying and failing to do my job.
Again?
A feeling you know well enough.
Yeah, we need to work on that. I'm familiar with the concept of work struggles.
It's embarrassing, really. I'm overqualified for this position, and yet I can't even do the simplest tasks asked of me.
That's what happens when you cheat at your exams and gain qualifications you're not really entitled to.
What he says doesn't add up. The logic is broken.
Sounds like a you problem. Let's not go there. He's demoralized enough already. A sorry state of affairs.
Now I've said it out aloud. Yes, I would agree. Put it this way. I'm a qualified engineer with years of experience, just not in this particular field.
Sometimes the spoken word does not match the written word. What are you qualified for? I'd rather not say. For personal reasons. He adjusts the safety helmet on his head and looks back up at the pylon.
Whatever he's hiding, it isn't pleasant. It destroyed something in him.
No, but it's entirely possible to be very good at a more challenging job, but find a lower level job that you're just rubbish at, that you don't understand. What is it that you do?
I'm hired to perform any necessary maintenance on the arteries.
And the terminals, apparently.
Technical words that only mean something to those with the prerequisite knowledge.
That has only made it less glitchy. Okay, I'm still unclear what these arteries actually are. By making him try and explain, it might help him think about them, and then he might realize something he's missed.
The wireless phone network is routed through electronic boxes called arteries. They work like the old terminal boxes, except there are no cables or wires. Renotel has been upgrading its payphones across the city. They pretty much all run on wireless signals now.
We stride boldly forth into the immaterial future. Strange, isn't it? We can send telephony data through the air now using radiophonics.
Mad, isn't it? We can send telephony data through the air now using radiophonics. Renotel is developing a range of products with this technology, including portable phones, intercoms, headsets, and cordless scanners.
Wow, they'll be making CD discs that make people die next. You may have been on ice for 5 years, but the inexorable march of progress certainly has not. So how do these arteries work? Anytime I pick up a Renotel payphone, the data travels through the air from where you are into one of... anytime you pick up a Renotel payphone, the data travels through the air from where you are into one of these boxes, and is then routed to whoever it is you're calling. What if I'm using a non-Renotel payphone? There are no non-Renotel payphones left in Portofino. Mr. Reno has an exclusive contract. I bet he does.
The result of non-competitive bidding and a bit of self-dealing on the part of the city's governing elite.
Who's Reno?
The owner of Renotel. The rich guy at the top of it all. The company is named after him. Imagine being the one man in charge of telecommunications across the city.
Okay, not only him and the narrator, but he himself has pronounced it 2 different ways now. So I'm just sticking with the one I went with first, because it's easier to pronounce and doesn't stick on the tongue quite so much. A monopolist, he should be put to the sword. We are a communist, or were. The brave leader charging toward our techno-fascist destiny. As long as the payphones work, I don't really care.
I guess so. Doesn't make my job any easier, though.
Have you seen a guy running around in a suit and glasses?
You'll have to be more specific. Seen a couple of guys who match that description. Not that I pay much attention to them.
He's got a bald spot.
I don't think I'm tall enough to see other men's bald spots. They're quite common as well, you know?
Sounds like he might have one of his own. A white shirt, brown trousers.
The uniform of all those type of men. You'll have to give me something else.
Well then, where did you last see any of them?
Good point. It's been a while since I saw them. Long enough that I don't remember where.
He shrugs. Pseudopod wouldn't have been here a while ago. Never mind.
Right you are.
Any doctors around here? No, wait. You seem like a nervous man. What are you scared of?
Where to even start? I'm scared of heights, wild boars, drains, tuk-tuks, teenagers, the moon.
Now that's the second time we've heard something ominous about the moon. What's wrong with the moon?
You haven't been there.
And you have?
He doesn't answer, at least not with words.
No, but the bagman on the television shouts about it a lot.
No need when your body language matches a spider as it stiffly curls up in a ball to die.
How did these fears come about?
I've had them for about a decade. I only had 1 or 2 at first, then slowly acquired more and more over the years.
That sounds serious.
He grimaces, wearing the same look as when you asked him about the moon.
This has something to do with the moon, doesn't it?
As I already said, I would rather not talk about it.
He reinforces his words with a stern expression. We'll let it go then. Oh wait. I don't think he is scared of modern existence. The moon and the boars aren't very modern. Sorry to hear life's been so hard on you.
Yes, so am I. A terrible thing to live within the ruins of the self. But we keep going any way we can.
Yeah, sounds like we should distract her with something. So, tell me about your tracking device. It's a Voskol auto-negotiator, brand new. He shrugs helplessly. Brand new. I can't keep up with all of these futuristic devices. You'd rather do things the old-fashioned way?
It would be more relevant to my experience, but I'm retired from that sort of work at least.
Now, we're a bit behind the times, so we can sympathise with someone who'd rather do things in a manner that we're more familiar with. So what does it do?
Lots of things. Primarily, it picks up wireless networks, radio frequencies, and electrical signals so you can track their source.
I wonder if you could use it on this CD. Mainly I use it to locate all terminal boxes and arteries and diagnose any problems with them. Well, let's move on from the machine then.
I wish I could say that, but it's an integral part of my job.
Do you know anything about a miracle? I suspect he won't, but we're going to ask anyway.
I would say we're all short of one these days. That must be referring to the Miracle line. Renault's longest running and top performing fixed line.
He looks at the card in your hand. Not surprising Renault is making money out of this. Technical talk for a landline. It's connected to the network by copper wire. How long has it been running?
Must be just over a decade at this point. It's actually the last payphone in Portofino to still be running the old way. Now they've all gone wild.
Wait, it's only one telephone line? Why hasn't it gone wireless yet?
The line cannot go down, not even for a second, which means it cannot be serviced or upgraded. First thing they taught me when I joined.
Ah, it's in constant use. But not necessarily for that reason.
The reason being, or so I've heard, is that Renault would incur a bill of such whopping proportions that it could risk the whole company going under.
Ah, they can't afford to turn it off. That seems ridiculous. It can't be true. Or a secret powerful enough to efface an entire corporation. What else do you know? That sounds good. I didn't realize. I just realized I don't care about this. Okay, well, a secret powerful enough to efface an entire corporation. What else do you know?
No further details, unfortunately. It's just one of those stories that gets circulated among the staff. The unrealized loss, they call it. The company's big secret. Gnawing away at its foundation like a rat in the shadows.
Where can I find this miracle?
It's the old payphone along the back ways, west of the dock.
Okay. How is it performing so well?
That'll be down to Duchess and the service she provides.
He raises his brows suggestively.
The way he said service, like he meant.
It's a sex line.
Yes, operated by Renault, manned by the inimitable Duchess.
Unimitable means impossible to imitate. Have you used it yourself?
No, that kind of thing isn't for me. It's just part of the job to know about it.
Right.
Make sure it stays operational. You know why now.
Yes, you told me the company would go under if it stopped. Let's talk about something else.
Sure.
Are there any doctors around here?
None that I know of. Which reminds me, I really should get around to registering for a GP.
If you can find one. Work aside, what else do you get up to?
Not a lot, unfortunately. I do collect magnets, though. That's probably the most fun thing about me.
Why magnets?
It's a lifetime hobby. I always carry a few around in my pocket so I can see what surfaces they will stick to.
Not a lot of people are that into magnets, or it's good to keep your brain active in your older years. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I've got some years left in me yet, I hope.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You don't look that old. So, you have to fix something up there. And I'll look at the pylon.
Yes, one of the old terminals. It's a terrible tangle of cables up there, but I can handle that. The part I'm struggling with is climbing up this ladder. I'm acrophobic, one of my many fears.
That's not agoraphobic. How do you... Acrophobic, I'm not familiar with that one. I can climb up there for you, apparently. Should I, though? Maybe they're making it hard for you to reach on purpose. Or surely you knew this job would involve climbing up high when you got it. Yeah, but was there anyone else available to do it? Maybe they're making it hard for you to reach on purpose.
Why would they?
To test you, or punish you. Maybe you deserve this. Suspicious employee deaths? Come on, you really think it's an accident? It's so high up? Or to make sure they're only employing the most hardcore guys, weeding out the weak ones. And encourage you to retire, or fall to your death. Maybe if you understand the why, it'll help you with the how. Good answer. We'll go with that.
No, I think I understand already. Things are just hard all the time, you know. But we push on through.
He hefts the device. I don't think it's supposed to be hard all the time, or yes, but the hardship's the point. That's why it lasts forever, or not for me. Okay. I don't think it's supposed to be hard all the time. Let's try and get a little positivity in our life.
He looks away from you, suddenly engrossed in fiddling with the knobs of the device.
I'm not going to ask if he's been to the moon, and I can't now volunteer to climb up there. I imagine he'd tell me I don't have a permit or don't have the qualifications or something. I'll leave you to it for now.
As you depart, the chant of "I'm your man" starts back up behind you.
Oh, that's a shame. Short climb to the top.
Oh, you're back.
Any luck with whatever it is you're doing?
None at all.
If I climb up there, I don't know what to do.
The chant of "I'm your man" starts back up behind you.
So instead, let's roam around a little. I don't think that's a bag. I think that's like a little little bag on wheels with a handle, maybe long handle. Probably time to steal another book. This fogged, is that?
You step over the threshold and into a memory. This place, this bar, the center of the frozen world. Old schnapps and the faded sour cologne of body odor and bleach. Soft yellow light filtered through cracked shades. The rumble of the ice machine. The hissing television. Exactly how you remember it.
The fogged mirror.
Favourite den of Keysok's local Pelota squad and their partisans, as well as a certain disgraced spy of the Operant Bureau.
We could breathe it all in, embrace the memories and the atmosphere. I'll just have a schnapps for old time's sake, or maybe I should come back another time. I'll breathe it in, let it wash over me.
Stale air circulates your lungs. The taste is familiar.
We need to relax a bit and get rid of some of this delirium and fatigue.
Shades from another time move endlessly across the ancient wood, pickling it with nostalgia.
I'll just have a schnapps for old time's sake.
Your eye is drawn to the shelf behind the bar, littered with dusty
This
bottles.
is probably a bad idea.
The best part about this place is that it's open all night, every night. Its doors are always open to you, as they are now.
And in I strode. Table service just ended, unluckily. Okay, well let's say hello anyway. What's this? A toilet on the wall.
On the wall above, mounted like the taxidermied head of a bull moose, is a toilet.
With a number 12 beneath it.
Scratched and yellowed porcelain. A notable smudge on the lip of the seat. Brownish.
Yeah, and they've taken the toilet seat lid off, but they left the toilet seat on.
The smudge is not what it appears to be. Not the most obvious suspect, at least.
I'm a student of the unknown. I must know, even if it causes me psychic damage.
From across the room, the bartender notices your gaze and the expression on your face.
I must have looked at this before.
Don't worry. The smudge on the rim is just blood.
Yeah. What's the story here?
83. Kisok versus Recreación. The referee sent Peña off on a bullshit call. A riot ensued, as per tradition. Someone ripped a toilet right out of the washroom wall and chucked it at the Recreación supporters.
It's a misty, watercoloured memory for her.
So the toilet was on the wall and not on the floor. Interesting.
Kisok's pride. The moment it all peaked. When all the madness and meaning in the world swelled into one glorious, unstoppable wave. Countless injuries were reported in the aftermath of the incident, and 2 fatalities confirmed.
Viva el panico ceramico. We'll salute the toilet seat, in the hope that it'll reduce one of these slightly.
The bartender gives a small, approving nod in your direction.
Well, she liked it. What's going on here? Ah yes, the operant toolkit. So, we have more cigarettes. You know what? Might be a good idea given our current situation. But it is building up more fatigue. You know, we got rid of a point of fatigue for coming here. We'll have a bit of a smoke. Hey. Why did they come back? Got our map situation here. Is the X our location? Quite possibly. Yeah, the X is probably us. Alright. So Palace of Culture is there. Where are we going to find the back ways that way, presumably then? Is that where the payphone is? Quite possibly. Conditioning. This is new. The unrealized loss. Credit and debit for sinister twins haunting your household. Don't worry. They're not real until they hit the balance sheet. Just moments in the dark. Gives us +1 to reinforce. What is reinforcement? And hold to condition. Are these slots and these are all the ones we know? So would increase the skill potential of grey matter and cold read by 1. Gain advanced foreboding status effect when anxious. Violations temporarily lose reinforced effects. Gain intelligence disadvantage when purchasing cigarettes, alcohol or coffee. Purchasing, not finding. Unconditioned thought. Maybe we should not just yet. Because it seems that these 3 things are going to reduce the free gauges. And we've got a whole 5 experience points. Excellent.
In the machine aisles is a lineup of smokes, candy, and canned coffee.
Okay, so this appears to be money. We could buy some sturdy pony cigarettes, which will reduce 3 delirium and give 2 fatigue, so better than the cheap cigarettes, but worse for our health. Buy some Maromba canned coffee, made from beans grown in Dream of Rustum and roasted in Portofiero's Hill of Pigs neighborhood. Acidic enough to bore a hole in your stomach. Probably not good, but basically gets rid of fatigue. So cigarettes then coffee would be a good combination. Wisnia hard gummies. Portofiero's favorite cherry-ish liqueur, now in non-alcoholic chewable form. Guaranteed to relax the mind and exercise the jaw. Gain status calming chewing. And increased fatigue. Okay, we'll leave for now.
If you change your mind, they'll still be here, dormant in their artificially chilled chamber.
We're probably not allowed to walk in here. Oh, okay. We are. I don't see a long, steady puff from this gentleman. Okay. Why not?
An older man, heavy set, looks up as you approach. On the table next to him is a large plastic box. An accordion hose runs from the side of it and disappears between his shirt buttons.
Is that an artificial thing to help him breathe? And he's smoking? Ooh.
Like a dead octopus, smothered and forgotten about.
Operator, bon of you to drop by. Though a bit earlier than I was expecting.
He glances at his wrist and ruffles his fleshy brow. Sounds like we're supposed to meet him here.
It should be said that you've never seen this man before in your life.
But he's waiting for us. Actually, I think he may be waiting for Pseudopod.
No matter. You're here now. That's what counts.
You were expecting me.
Some reputations precede. I heard a notorious spy had escaped from the freezer and was running amok in theater. Had to see for myself.
Is he literally supposed to be an older version of the smoking man from the X-Files, essentially?
This man must be part of our welcoming committee. The gang's legend spreads far and wide.
Not necessarily.
Now here you are, in living color. Cascade, known to some as Hershel Wilk.
He knows a lot. He's a great mind in a failing body. Let's see what his mind can do for us.
You might still be able to play this off.
1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 5 to exert. Sure, we'll risk it. Big gamble. Shit. Okay, we didn't.
Play it off. Play what off? You're fucked, Hershey. All semblance of composure abandoned.
Cascade? Mega cool operant? But she retired. Got a parade and everything. We're not going to scream, so we'll take this second one. Heard that bitch fucked herself off a bridge. Looked in the mirror one time too many. Closed casket.
Said out loud. The words ring more true to your ear than you meant them to.
He's not going to go for it.
Some dark and sticky thoughts are best left where you found them. Not always good to take them out and play with them.
The box on the table hisses and groans. One of the cords appears to twitch like a dreaming snake.
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? Everyone's waiting on you.
Hold on. Who's this everyone?
Old friends, professional critics, big-time players in the international organ market.
Ooh. That's concerning. What are they asking about? Or, those don't sound like people I want to know. Let's go with, what are they asking about?
All kinds of stuff. They were asking, has she figured out her assignment yet? What's going on with her double? Does she still have it? Thrilling questions all.
Should have probably spoke to the bartender first. I'll probably get to after this. He's got a very sort of Black Isle feel to him, almost.
But mainly, they're concerned about your heart.
The kind of expository character you would find in Baldur's Gate or Planescape Torment. Not so much Icewind Dale. That was pretty much just fighting, and there weren't that many times you'd get a character who'd be mostly exposition based in Baldur's Gate either. My heart is my concern, or enough puttering about. What do you want? What's wrong with my heart? If I say it's none of your business, he might let me know. My heart is my concern.
Size of a fist. Weighs about 1/4 kilo. They want to know what you'll take for it.
Oh no, it's not for sale. That's literally your first option. My heart belongs to the party. My heart's got a 10mm bullet next to it. Yeah, we'll go with that.
A heart with history. There's connoisseurs who'd pay a premium for that.
Mate, there's not much point selling my heart. I'd be dead. Money won't do me much good then.
Reminds me of a story in the paper. An Azuri cannibal pays another man for the pleasure of killing him and devouring his heart. Gruesome scene. Features a Frank Ann and all sorts of unprintable details.
I can imagine.
One detail they did print, though, was this. The fella who sells his own heart accepts his payment by check. GMs find it uncashed in his blood-drenched shirt pocket.
How much was the check for?
If you believe what you read in the newspapers, our cannibal paid about 200 sol.
That's not very much for a heart.
The cost
For a
of a new
life.
set of tyres.
Plus the life sentence, of course.
Sounds expensive. Sounds like everyone got what they bargained for. Now we go. Is there a moral to this story?
Absolutely. If you don't set your own price, the market will. The opera have dropped you in a river of shit. Maybe I can help you get yourself out of it.
If we push this, we gotta smoke. If we push it, it doesn't tell us when you chances. Hang on. Yeah, what? Let's see if we can remember this man. Okay. Really good.
A hiss, followed by the frantic clack, clack, clack of a microfiche reader. High contrast negatives hit the back of your retinas.
Hey, when I used microfiche reader in the library, in the scouts, as part of my library badge, it didn't make clacking sounds. Or blink.
58. Collapse of Ildeser's Grand Bridge. 60. Laplage's royal family liquidated. 63. Suppressed uprising in PR Yoffi. 67. The Agora Minor blackout.
Wait, this old guy's behind all of that. Not necessarily personally, but...
No direct attribution possible. Cross-references simply point to one figure, skipping in the margins of history.
Exactly, a puppet master.
Cryptonym redacted. Date of birth redacted. Nation of origin disputed. Joined the opera late 40s. Declared null entity in 69.
I don't think that means late 40s in his life. I think it means late 40s in this century.
Whatever happened in 69, it must have to do with that box. Maybe it's not just a medical necessity. Maybe it's something more. The microfiche reader clacks a final time, settling on a monochrome picture. Beneath it, a nom de guerre.
Nom de guerre is name of war, a battle name. Not a real name, but one he goes by. You're the one they call Hausmann.
His fleshy cheeks pull his mouth into just the slightest approximation of a smile. A name whispered among tutors and veterans, invoked like a demon from a lost mythology.
A master spy. Why does that look very similar to the Morrowind logo? Not so much the Skyrim dragon. Okay, let's go on.
Warms the heart to know people still talk about you when you're not around.
You're a traitor to the Opera and the People's Republics. That's possibly true. I don't necessarily need to call him out on it. You're a cool independent operator. You're an augmentoid, a harbinger of post-humanity. I'm glad we cleared that up. Let's move on. Let's just go with that and see where this goes.
Well met, operant. What can I do for you?
Is your heart in there? I'll nod at the box.
This thing? No. This is just the plastic box that keeps me from shaking the Manus Fati.
The Hand of Fate?
To shake the hand of fate is to die in this part of the world. Gentle electronic tones rise and recede from it like the tide against a digital beach.
We're doing very well on the passive roles that aren't optional. We haven't been so fortunate on the active roles this session yet, but hey, that's cool.
Last I heard, the original article was sitting on a desk in a third-level sub-basement somewhere in Nevessa. Story for another time, I'd say.
Sounds like there's a artificial heart inside him then. So, how much was your heart worth?
My business, I'd say.
Right. What makes you think I'm in a river of shit? Well, obviously I am, and he probably knows more about it than me, so... What are you doing here?
This was your old haunt, was it not? See why you're drawn to it. Spacious, decent sightlines. Noisy enough to make bugging impractical.
Okay...
At this hour, the bar is nearly empty except for the hardcore alcoholics, and yourselves, of course. Meanwhile, the bartender washes a few glasses in a tiny sink, looking up every now and then towards the television.
I should check on her after I've finished speaking to him. Should have probably done it first as a courtesy.
Yes. This place will do.
No, I meant what are you doing in Portofino?
As I said, wanted to witness your return to live action myself. Just because I'm bereft of official existence doesn't mean I can't keep an eye on the younger generation. Maybe pass along a little practical wisdom here and there.
I'm detecting ulterior motives, but should I say that? No, that's... And how am I getting on?
Verdict still out. Doesn't even seem like you made it as far as your unfortunate double. Almost like you made straight for the bar. Interesting approach.
Hold on. What do you know about my double?
Strappy coat, glasses, look of sorry bewilderment, gastropod, something like that.
I won't correct him. He doesn't really answer to anything these days.
That bad, is it? He looked rather lost when we last spoke.
Not good. I let him down when he needed me, or he's great, thanks for asking. That's no... Okay, we'll go with this then. Not good. I let him down when he needed me.
True to your reputation, betrayer of bonds, decathlete of disappointment. Unfortunately, that seems to be the modus these days. Chiseling hunks of frost-burnt meat out of the freezer and tossing them straight into the grinder. Must be a better way, you'd think.
He shakes his head mournfully. So, old spies are being pulled out of retirement and just given expendable missions. Are they running out of fresh spies? I'm just getting my hands warm in here before I go outside again.
Better grab a couple of sticks and start rubbing. Gets dark and cold here. You're gonna need it if you want to make it through the night.
What's this it you speak of?
It? That ineffable, inexplicable quality essential to success in theater. Frequently discussed, rarely demonstrated.
Can it be measured? Detected?
No, it is uncountable and immeasurable. Much to the chagrin of the chart fuckers who'd lately seized control in Novessa and the other citadels of secret power.
Novessa, where your heart is.
And yet, when in its presence, none can deny.
Have I got it?
Depends. Do you want to grab reality by the face, tear off a false skin, and stare into the abyss of stars inside her skull?
Yeah, but only a little. That's probably the wrong answer. No might be the correct answer, but we do want to find out what's going on with this CD that's killing people through sound waves. Yes. With stars around it. Very emphatic.
There was a time when someone believed you might, seeing as they trusted you to set up the opera's last Portaferro network. Didn't turn out so hot, if reports are accurate. And yet, here you are, back on the scene. That suggests your it levels haven't totally flatlined.
If you lose it, can you get it back? Yeah, by getting loads more experience points, probably. That's a trick question. My it levels are off the charts. I shouldn't make false claims. Right, best not to dwell on dark and sticky matters. No, we'll go with, if you lose it, can you get it back?
One of the most difficult questions in its studies. Driven more than a chair of operants and math prodigies to start raving insanity.
Now, when we got that, I did like the look of this helmet. The quest for it. No chemical technology or therapeutic intervention could aid you on this dangerous metaphysical journey. Is the Manasvati about to pluck you from obscurity or flick you clean off the board? +1 to statehood and shadowplay skill potential. Assess whether you or others have it. Sounds like an ability. Violations would temporarily lose reinforcement effects and gain relation disadvantage. something to do with failing red checks. How do we violate it? I don't know. But
Given that, the consensus seems to be better not lose it in the first place.
well, what makes you think I'm in a river of shit in the first place? As in, what is he willing to let me know that he knows?
Call it your look of haggard perplexity, assuming that's not just your normal expression. You've been out of the action for 5 years. I've been in this game a long time. Picked up plenty of neat things that could be of interest to you.
Okay, I think I'll do a lot of these. Give me an example of one of these neat things.
Take a recent sample. One of your enemies has set up a secret jail somewhere here in Kisak. Strike a chord.
Which enemy is this?
The rich one. Enter.
Enter, aka L'Empire Sans Territoire, aka The Bank. Equal parts Global Development Fund and Spy Service. Linchpin of the developed world.
My offer is this. I share with you a little from my wall of shadows. You help me with some personal research.
Okay, we could ask what makes you an expert on secret jails. He's not. He's an expert. He's like an information broker, right? I'm looking for Bazaar. No one said anything to me about secret jails. Or... Right, maybe I'll come back later. What makes you an expert on secret jails?
Because I've been in a few. And set up a few others myself.
I'm looking for Bazaar. No one's said anything to me about secret jails.
Went the wrong way then, I'd say. Bazaar's southeast of here.
It certainly looked like it.
Maybe this rendezvous was a bit premature. Tell you what, let's try again once you've gotten a bit more up to speed.
Hold on. What should I do in the meantime?
I recommend Carmuna, personally. Runs a second-hand clothes stall right by the canal. Terrible gossip. Never heard a secret she couldn't wait to spill.
Right. Maybe I'll come back later.
I'll be here if you want to talk more.
Later, Houseman.
Till next time, operand.
Oh, we'll meet again. If I live long enough. Might need to smoke. Again. No. Okay. Let's try this one. The quest for it.
This is a dangerous path you are traversing, Cascade.
But I really liked the look of the helmet. The knight appears to be crouching over the city.
In the subterranean halls of the opera, the ancients are whispering about you. They're saying Cascade has gone looking for it.
But what is it? I'll know it when I find it. I am very much looking for it. I haven't committed to anything, I'm just considering my options. No, I am very much looking for it.
Then you've already lost.
Oh. Because I'm seeking outside myself.
Some are born with it. Those who go looking for it, more often than not, end up destroying their lives in pursuit of the elusive ideal, like operant probable before you.
I need to understand the nature of this it.
The question before you is the same one that obsessed operant probable during the period of their precipitous decline.
It rise into battle under polychrome banners, lance shining with the hopes of the people. It wears a suit of steel. Women and homosexuals throw flowers at its feet.
In their final reports, Probable speculated that it had disappeared completely from this material plane and could only be recovered by undertaking a dangerous meta-quest.
Well then, perhaps this meta-quest should be undertaken. I shall take up the lance for it.
Luck and skill, Cascade. You will need both.
I noticed there was a time listed. Fort locked for 12 hours, meaning I can't remove it. Lose reinforcement effects, remove fort from slot. No, I'm not going to do that. Hold suppress. No! No, let's pursue it in all its glory. The menu lists 14 varieties of schnapps. And this cardiologist advises against unnecessary exertion. Yeah, he's got a lot of artificial organs.
Under a thick, curved screen, colours rip and tear into each other, making it impossible to make sense of what is currently playing.
Does look kind of like a lava lamp almost.
A discoloured bloom of interference mars the corner of the screen, tinting the dancing mascot on the sidelines purple.
This is hard. I'm not going to push it. And it's okay to fail. I accept the failure.
The television is a cheap Lusian knockoff. These things start falling apart as soon as they're lifted off the assembly line.
No, look, there must be some hope of fixing it. It's not like she can get a replacement anytime soon.
All things can be fixed, with enough time, effort, money, will. The question is, do you have any of those?
Looks like you've got a problem there. We'll nod at the discoloured TV.
Oh yeah. Pro typos are garbage. I suppose I'll buy a new one. Again.
That sounds expensive. Yeah, it's kind of pretty in a way.
It looks confusing. Purple was Beetle Sporting's color.
Unlock this skill check by gaining modifiers, raising your skill level, or sleeping. Interesting. Who's he? Is he new? I prefer it this way, actually. Now let's hold off. It's pretty, but it's also making my eyes hurt.
The TV continues to rip open the colours of another dimension.
Quite. No one here to interact with, and we can always just press that. Yeah. Oh, hello. A circulation mechanism for the smell of stale beer. Great. That's all we need.
What do you have?
She raises her voice over the murmurings of the crowded bar. I don't think we've met. Let me get a drink. A guy ever come in here with a Cohilan accent? Glasses, brown jacket?
Friend of yours?
He's a fellow sock importer who's gone rogue.
He was here a few days ago. Seems to have come in to have a chat with your man over in the corner booth.
Yeah, I imagine he was given the same job. So, the old man wasn't bluffing. Let me get a drink.
You have choices?
A schnapps. I said I would. Oh god, no, that's so much delirium. Beer. 2 fatigue for 1. None of them are good. No, just water, thanks.
Suit yourself.
She slides over a clear glass. I don't think we've met, have we?
No, I don't think we have. I'm Lucia.
She gives you an even look. Hershel, I used to be a regular.
What brings you back?
Atoning for my past mistakes, apparently. Something massive is going on. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm not sure I should tell her this. I'm here for a job. That's neutral enough, right?
I know how that is. What do you have? It's on the house.
Why? I'll have one of your foul local schnapps, a coffee if you got any. Just a glass of water. Sure, we'll go for coffee. Wait, why?
You can pay if you want.
She says, with a shrug.
She spritzes an astringent cleaning fluid on the counter and buffs it to a dull shine.
We have had some cigarettes already, so we'll go for coffee, if you have any.
Sure.
She turns towards a large coffee urn. A small cup of black liquid appears before you. We'll contemplate the coffee before drinking it.
As you watch, a faint rainbow sheen gathers in the tiny bubbles at the rim of the cup. Soap scum, caked into the corners of the pot. Tempo used to swirl the coffee around his mouth, then spit it back with a muttered, "Mierda de cerdo."
Might be unhealthy to drink it, but we've asked for it, we'll drink it.
The percolator has kept it warm,
Ooh.
but not hot.
Interesting.
So, here to meet your friend?
No one said anything about a friend. Hold on. Where's this friend? Should point me towards Holtzman, won't we?
Over there.
Yep.
She gestures towards an older man in a booth. His back is to you.
I've never seen that man before in my life, except for just having a conversation with him right now, but this is the only option available to me.
Strange. He said he was expecting someone like you.
I imagine he was. Probably just a dirty old man enlisting the bartender in his pickup scheme. No, we've already worked this one out. Is even one paying for this? We'll hold up the drink.
No. That's a display of Kisok generosity.
She intones, stone-faced.
He said you were in the same line of work.
Perhaps. Would that line of work happen to be fake sock importer? Is he looking at me right now?
No.
No, he's confident enough. You're lined up to get zeroed out. Best get out of here. Fast. Yeah, we need to work on... Wow, these are really racking up quickly. What can you tell me about... wait, are you from around here?
Close by. I grew up about 5 minutes from here.
She tips her head back and to one side. You've never wanted to go anywhere else?
I tried living in the Hill of Pigs for a couple years. Didn't suit me. Came home.
She shrugs.
If you're born Kisok, you never really leave.
She sets aside the glass she's been wiping.
You know why they call it Party Alley?
I doubt it's because it's so much fun being here. No idea.
It's Calle del Partido, from when we still had El Partido Comunista. They built the plaza around the Palace of Culture, not the other way around.
And toast the memory of a forgotten palace? They should tear it down, replace it with something people actually want, or... Are you a communist, Lucia?
The bartender can't suppress a wry smile as she shakes her head no.
Fair enough, I did wonder. Anything around here you'd recommend visiting?
Haven't you seen it all already? Thought you used to be a regular.
Well, that's the point. I spent most of my time around here. Or, that was years ago. Surely something has changed. Probably not that much, actually.
Probably.
She holds up her fingers and starts counting them off.
The Bootleg Bazaar, Beetle Tract, Palace of Culture, the Miracle Line.
You'd call the Bootleg Bazaar an attraction?
Cheap tat is usually popular with tourist types.
She shrugs. How do I get there?
Directly south of here, next to the docks. Listen for the crowds. Look for the stalls covered in tarpaulin.
I probably should go that way. But tell me about the Pitol tract first.
Lot of people lived there until it got bulldozed to build Sweet Nestor space program back in the 70s. Abandoned now, of course.
Of course. Sweet Nestor, Portofiero's supreme leader from the years 28 to 80. What happened in 80?
He fled to an unknown location after being exiled for the third and apparently final time. Though a small collection of loyalists await his return.
What do you know about the Palace of Culture?
Not much. Nestor built it during his communist period. Building's still impressive from the outside, but it's been falling down slowly.
She shakes her head.
You can find it at the top of Party Alley.
I already know about the Miracle Line.
Don't tell me you're in Portofino for the phone sex.
It's a side thing. I am 100% here for the phone sex and for no other reason. Do you know where I can find this sex line?
It's a payphone to the west of here. It overlooks the water. You'll know it from the group of excited old men nearby.
Yeah, right. Okay, thanks.
She nods, happy to stop playing the tour guide.
I'll see you around.
See you.
The bartender nods. I think we want to play the game of utilizing the machine.
The brightly coloured cans and cigarette packets seem even more vivid upon your return.
So we'll buy some Sturdy Pony cigarettes to reduce delirium and increase fatigue.
The packet makes a satisfying thunk as it hits the well.
And some... Oh, that's not going to help with the anxiety, but calming chewing might. Sure, we'll buy some... I mean, they're like gummy bears, aren't they? Do they have to be gummy bears? No, they're like wine gums. I mean... We pretend they're jelly babies instead of wine gums.
They land in the well with a formidable, intimidating weight. If you change your mind, they'll still be here, dormant in their artificially chilled chamber.
Right. We could go upstairs. Let's head outside instead. And I think we'll have some of the hard gummy gums. It gets us some fatigue, but it gains us calm chewing, lower anxiety when succeeding at a skill check for an hour. Well, let's hope we get some skill checks, even passive ones. And why not smoke some expensive cigarettes while we're at it and build up even more fatigue. There we go. Bin collecting schedule plastered over with hand-lettered ads. Alright. And since we are here... Saw a dog pissing, eh? Could head up this way. Maybe we go look at that rubbish bin. Someone has tried to clean the graffiti here. Is that inside or outside? It looks like it's outside. Let's... Ooh, pretty lights. Someone likes dressing up the place. Oh, we got some Christmas lights. Why did we steal these? Twinkle, twinkle, baby. Deck yourself out like a roof gutter during the holidays. We can wear this instead of our coat. Get +1 sensors, -1 shadow play. So now... Sensors is 2. Shadow play is 1. Probably shouldn't make it any worse than it already is. What's this? Recently slept. Okay, fine. Jeffa Red and Black Blend. What's that, like Red Bull? Premium canned coffee for the discerning caffeine addict. Goes down smooth. No. Not good for us right now. Maybe later, if we're feeling a bit better. Somewhere up here is a rubbish bin. And we intend an assortment of junk mail.
The sour scent of urine surrounds the vending machine. Luckily, the beverages inside look fresh.
Expensive. Let's hold off.
The piss smell waves goodbye to your nostrils.
And so now we're looking at... Okay, we're pretty close. Who are you? You look like we could speak to you. Scuff marks run across the grain. Looks like a lot of people utilize this. Hello, lady. Don't mind us. We're going to climb up here. Not that we particularly need to mind. Someone's been using this AC as a stash. Really now? Required crowbar. We don't have one. We might get one though. More cigarettes. You know what? Probably a good idea. Do we really want to smoke that much? That's probably not good. Perhaps a statement piece by a yet-to-be-known artist all the way along that wall. We can't go past this thing that looks like a heater. Ooh, and this is blocked off as well, isn't it? Yes, it is. Keep back, please. The boars could charge at any moment. There are boars in the city. Well, we better be careful then. Let's continue exploring. And yeah, we haven't necessarily passed very many skill checks yet. And that status won't last forever. Hello? A fidgeting teenager. What?
The boy shifts in his cocoon of mismatched fabric, his hair welting in the rain.
What's your deal? We're clearly nowhere near his age.
I don't know.
What is there to do around here?
I don't know.
Right.
Doesn't know much, this one.
Yeah, now we've passed a check. Okay, let's check. Dossier. 55 minutes still. Lower anxiety when succeeding at a skill check. We got a lot of anxiety to reduce. It might just be active checks, but reduce it. Tell me what you do for fun then.
I hang out like everyone else. It's normal.
Alright, fine. About something else. We might need to talk to him about something else later.
What?
Well, see you later. See you around. He doesn't seem very assertive, but he seems very important. Many tears have been spilled here. Okay. Oxenbock. Oh, we have 2. -2 anxiety, +1 delirium. Sure. Because we have delirium reduction here. Now we're playing the game. And fatigue reduction for 2... No, that's too much anxiety. Okay. but then we can go like this again. And maybe be, like, blasted off our face. Why do we have -1 Technoflex? Oh, it's gone. It was just very temporary. Okay. This is also blocked off. This door, however, shouldn't have gone through it. There was a thing to the left. Okay. What's this? Boxes have taken over the place of patients in this office. The diagnosis line reads, closeted homosexual. Really now?
Not one step further, bored scum. I'll do it.
Oh, don't give me anxiety.
I'll enjoy it too. I think I can probably come just from watching the trauma sink into your face, right before the oxygen stops reaching my brain for good.
Now, this will be a good moment to point out that we discovered in the previous episode our character has suspected lesbian tendencies that even the nation's master spies were unable to confirm. She's confirmed it to herself, doesn't necessarily mean she's told anyone else. This puts me in mind of Kenneth Williams, the actor, who was incredibly flamboyantly homosexual, but, you know, by the time he died, there wasn't any proof he'd ever actually had sex with a single person in his entire life. And, you know, people tried to prove it, and they couldn't, you know. So, maybe he was just very good at hiding it, because, anyway, to be fair, at the time, you know, it was illegal to be gay. Hershel here, yeah, she might have some minor lesbian tendencies, doesn't mean she's ever pursued it, but it does mean she may be a little more open-minded with regards to the possibility of someone with a deviant sexuality, like this man here, who's clearly a bit off his rocker. Calm down. Drop the noose. Please, no, I can't be responsible for any more tragedy. Do it. Yours won't be the first body I've handled recently. No. Calm down. Drop the noose. We'll start with this.
Ha! I know false concern when I see it. 3 years in pediatric oncology.
Pupils track you like a cornered animal trying to recognize the butcher.
Well, I won't need to come any closer.
His left foot twitches in anticipation of the jump.
Anxiety is raised. Oh, it didn't go down.
So you're talking to your little colleague out there. I know you're from the medical board and I know he's been watching me.
What little colleague?
Pathetic. Did they even train you? If you're not bored, which you fucking are, then go and deal with the stain of narc shit lurking outside. I know that scarf of his is a fucking wire.
You mean that kid with the scarf?
Kid, that's a 40-year-old man with a severe deformity. Terminal virgin, too.
Right.
And xenophobia all over him.
Gynophobia would be fear of women.
No one takes down Dr. Gonzalo E.S. Gonza. Step. Gonzalo
Huh.
E.S. Gonza.
What exactly do you want me to do about the board narc?
His eyes flash.
Bring me one of his lying, scheming, bored narc teeth.
Wait, one of his actual teeth?
Actual, yes. Not canines, bearing the mark of their subhuman niche.
What would that prove?
Leave that to the medical professional. You have no idea what I can see in a tube. If I had his spleen, I could tell you how his dog mother conceived him.
Yeah, you're not going to get that from a tooth, though.
Here, use this. My board condemned private.
Ah, he kicks it over to you from atop the desk. Thank you, we have a crowbar. Board condemned. Why did they condemn the crowbar?
Because of his history of use. Primitive superstition typical of the medical board.
Right. He may massively overreact if I say I'm not going to do this, and I can probably get a tooth from somewhere else. One narc tooth coming right up.
Bluff until I see it.
Look, I've got a legitimate... Why do you think the medical board is after you?
Jealousy, as far as I can tell.
In this context, jealousy translates to gross violations of medical and/or human decency.
Right. Yeah, that's not how it works.
What can I say? My methods were too effective for those handicapped children running the board. They babble on about modernization, best practices, international standards. But the fact is, they shit themselves in the presence of a real doctor.
So, whose blood is that on you?
He looks down, vaguely surprised, shrugs.
You never get credit for the blood you leave in.
True. But I've got a legitimate medical concern.
What am I, your mother? Rub cocaine on it. That'll numb almost anything.
No. My colleague. He's catatonic.
Don't shit me, you wired fuck. You and whoever's listening are not going to lure me in with ethically stimulating cases again.
Wait. Again?
I'm not going to fall for the oldest trick in the book, wired narc. I am admitting to nothing.
He raises his voice even louder and enunciates mechanically, not maniacally. Interesting. Enunciates mechanically, so very performative.
Presumably for the benefit of the wire you're not wearing.
Precisely.
And while we're on the record, may I just add, the albino was going to die anyway.
What albino? You've killed someone in the back room, haven't you? Don't kill yourself before I get back.
I'll do as I very well please, bold heartbeat.
Now, I don't think I want to take one of the kid's teeth. And I especially don't want to try and remove it with a crowbar. I do, however, suspect... There we go. A new location found. I do suspect that we may be able to get one from one of these boars. What have we got here that's new? It should be the crowbar. Where is the crowbar? It's not here. Hey, where's this crowbar, man? I don't see it. Maybe it'll appear after the conversation. Yeah. What's wrong with pseudopod? Get second opinion? Yeah, Dr. Gonza is too worked up about a board narc outside his clinic to help you. There's no sound on the disc. Convince Gonza to put the noose down. It's gonna be tricky. Oh, is it in here? Toolkit contains a screwdriver and a crowbar. Got it. Okay, that's not a full-size crowbar. That's a smaller thing. Kind of like a bottle opener, to be honest. Okay, kid, look, you gotta move. But first off... Alright! I'm not going to talk to him just yet. I'm going to walk away so as to not arouse suspicion. I'll head up here, over here, because while I've got a tool for prying things open, I might as well use it. Okay, big tram car. Ouroboros Black. Lusian cigarettes. Heavy on the tar. Their acrid, unapologetic smell will eternally remind you of tempo. What are we going to do? Give the kid some cigarettes for one of his teeth? If we can persuade the child to leave and gain a tooth from something like a boar this man is speaking of, we could give that to the doctor and, you know, have him confirm his suspicions. Of course, a boar would be a dangerous thing, and we don't exactly have something to protect her with. So blocked. And I believe blocked up here as well. Yeah. Sign can't be older than 4 or 5 years. In other words, it probably wasn't even here when we were here last time. Let's not talk to the kid just yet. Maybe we should go to the bazaar after all. It's almost like we went in the correct direction in the first place. And we got more goodies. 37 more minutes. Okay, great. How are we doing on our quest? No idea. Okay, so if we suppress it, the fort will be locked for 12 hours. Okay, so it's gone in immediately. So, statehood and shadow play are arguably... Ah, so that's greyed out. That isn't. Alright, I see. Okay. Not that we have the experience points yet. If we suppress a fort, that would lower a learning threshold below the point where we're at with it. What the hell happens then? Do we lose the skill point? Or do we just have to raise it a lot to... Okay, we need to try and get in. That's not happening. A luscious display. Hey, tall lady! Sounds like you want to see us. Might as well. Hey, she's got nice colours in her hair.
Finally, someone with courtesy. Do you
Oh,
know
hey.
when the night is coming?
A handsome man shifts in place, glancing over his shoulder towards the tram lines. Suitcases surround him.
I'm looking for the bootleg bazaar. Know where it is?
Simple. It's just over there.
He points towards the southwest. Have you seen my colleague by any chance? Middle-aged man, medium height, brown jacket, bald spot?
I did see a man like that some days ago, I think. Near the bazaar, in fact.
How long have you been waiting here, man? My colleague, was he with anybody?
No, he was alone. Why do you ask?
Well, I found him having some kind of episode. No, he was supposed to meet me here, but didn't show.
I guess we share the same fate.
He gestures towards the empty tram stop. Why are we stranded?
I'm waiting on the 9. I was told it was having some problems. But it's supposed to be in service any day now.
Is this the same voice actor who played Kim in Disco Elysium? I'm not entirely sure, but there are similarities. How long have you been waiting?
I was told it's supposed to be in service any day now. That was a week ago.
Enough time to grow accustomed to new surroundings and start noticing things.
A week is a long time to be waiting around for a tram.
I agree. But what am I to do? It seems to be the only way out of this city.
Maybe I could ask around about the 9 and see what's up.
I would appreciate it.
I'll check back soon.
Thank you. I'll be here in the meantime. Waiting.
Yeah, not sure it is him. Well, we can apparently pick that up. So many discarded consumable items, and hey, the bin is no longer hungry, and let me guess, we can't get through these turnstiles. So many avenues are closed off to us. I'm also seeing stop signs there to the east.
You pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles at you, its eyes wide.
Let's look at the dolphin emblem.
The dolphin's playful gaze remains fixed on you.
Let's look at something else.
Your gaze wanders away. The dolphin doesn't seem to mind at all.
We could call the bagman, but do I know any other phone numbers?
You do not yet have the number of anyone else in this city.
What about numbers outside the city?
There is only one, Melita, your controller.
Let's not call her just yet.
She'd only tell you to get on an air raid tram back home again.
And the only tram out of the city is stuck and not coming. Almost like someone's keeping me here to zero me out.
A direct order which you have so far disobeyed.
Maybe she's willing to help if I explain.
The number is a lifeline to you. Always there when you need it.
Got it. Let's move.
The Reno Tail Dolphin eyes you expectantly.
I should not call her on this line. I should call her on our secure line where the signal is scrambled.
You step away from the payphone.
And she'll be like, why are you calling me on an unsecure line? Ooh. The name Esilk 3 is painted on the faded lettering above the arch. And can I zoom out a little? I can! Excellent! Let's just... There's a lot of people here. And something over here. Precaution! West exit pedestrians... Couldn't read all of it because it flashed by too quickly. This place is not as you left it. The world moved on behind your back. You hear laughter and music ahead. What was this site originally?
A silk number 3, the old silk factory, once the pounding heart of the city.
Now its walls are layered with past identities, a patchwork of Portaferan turf war. I should get going.
Pseudopod had a purchase order from a vendor called Carmuna. She must be in here somewhere.
He did indeed, and she likes to gossip.
You also have that curious red disc to hand. A media specialist could likely tell you more.
And we want to be trying to pass some tests. Probably this. No, okay. I imagine loose ends might get reassigned to these as they... the unassigned assignment is the elephant in the room, or the elephant under the rooms. It is huge. We can open our map apparently. Oh, it's here. Okay, so let's see. We got cat, yellow cat, big hand sticking its middle finger up rudely. Oh, there's a sleeve and a face, so it's like a sunken statue. Some stairs, other things. Interesting. What? What are you trying to show us? Well. That's probably her.
Excuse me. Can you take a look at this?
Okay.
The young woman turns from a store of party wigs and beaded necklaces to thrust a photograph under your nose. A hooded burrow, she the mouse within.
This better not be a dirty picture. Let's not say that. She's a bit timid. It's unlikely. Let's just look at it.
The photograph shows a robust man well into his 60s. He is unremarkable save his eyes, which are magnified to comedic proportions by the thick lens spectacles in front of him.
Have you seen him before?
What is this about?
Have you?
Who is he?
Mi viejo. My dad. He's been missing a few days.
Oh. Does your father have a name?
Right, I should have started with that, I guess. His name's Kantz.
She tugs at the string of her hoodie compulsively. You don't sound convinced. I think convinced that she should have started with that.
I'm just worried. I told him watching too much TV was making him crazy.
Television doesn't destroy minds, you fool. It molds them.
It does erode willpower, though. Old people and television. Dangerous combination. He can't have just wandered off. Can he?
No, I mean, that's the most likely scenario, right? Ugh, this is kind of embarrassing.
She wraps her coat tighter around her.
My dad developed this insane theory about the payphone to the western exit of the bazaar.
Oh? Wait, is this about the miracle line?
No, he's not like that. Dad thought certain words said into the right phone gets your attention from the wrong people. He was convinced Emter was behind it all.
The bank. I see. People have gone missing after using the payphone at the west entrance to a bootleg bazaar. I probably should not use it.
Dad and his friend Gilmar were big into conspiracies. They were obsessed with the reality situation. They really bought all that stuff.
That man on the television with a bag on his head talks about the reality situation. Why did he think it was Emter making people vanish?
Bagman did an episode on them,
Like the
so
outfit.
Gilmar started following random people, thinking they were from the bank. Not long after, he roped my dad into it.
What did he say were they up to? What did he say they were up to? Odd wording there.
Normal rich guy stuff. Hitting up the bars and shouting abuse at the local drunks. And then they disappeared into penthouses where they couldn't be followed.
The perfect time to follow harder.
That's what Gilmar thought. He stayed out after my viejo went home. And then he called my dad around 2 in the morning. He'd overheard something and was explaining it when the call just cut off. My dad went by his house the next day, but Gilmar wasn't there.
So, the evil phone really is eating people. It's got a taste for human flesh. Oh, and not long after, your father's gone as well.
Yeah. He looked for Gilmar for 2 weeks. reported him missing to the GMs. Nothing.
The GM's a police then?
Why would Emter care about a couple of impressionable old men?
So, what other words he thought set it off?
They seem pretty random. Cousins, moon, reunion.
Getting back to the moon again. That's what Gilmar said to him on the phone before it got cut off.
I guess. When he tried to tell me, I wasn't really paying attention to him. He had those written down on a pad in his bedroom. He told me not to say them if I used the phone. It all sounded so silly.
No, there's a kind of sense to it. So you're saying Emter got Gilmar, and then they got your dad?
A couple days ago, he stopped by the stall to bring me lunch. Then he said he was going to make a call. I wasn't nervous at first. I figured there was no risk of anything actually happening. And then he didn't come home.
Do you know who he was calling?
Washing out the container that carried homemade rice and beans. Glancing out the window above the sink as the sun goes down.
You think he got himself disappeared on purpose?
No. I mean, he just can't leave things alone when he gets an idea into his head.
Momentarily, the mumbling from the nearby stalls hushes. Listening.
Oh, people are listening in. Alright. I got the measure of that.
Anyway, you want a wig? I hear they make you fun at parties.
She blinks under her hood. You know what? Alright, let's see those costume accessories.
Yeah, they're right there. Take a look.
She waves an oversized sleeve across multicolored mounds of plastic hair and glittery acrylic. We could buy a party wig, some interstellar glasses, the Mr. Artista hair set. Originally made to imitate the look of nefarious street painter Blackpoint, a staple of costume boxes around the world. Gives +1 nerve, -1 doppelganger. We could do with some more nerve. A party wig? Oh, that's very colourful. Demand attention. Be remembered for your moves and all the synthetic pink hair you leave behind. Would give us more professionalism and reduce shadow play. Well, our shadow play is so low anyway. And the interstellar glasses. Bulbous lenses promise the wearer extraterritorial insight, tilting the world towards its stranger influences. Give us entanglement and reduce instincts. So, professionalism for shadow play or nerve for doppelganger. Professionalism. Okay, so empathy could help as well. Got it. Or nerve. We have failed a few nerve tests and it's been quite bad. But you know what? She suggested it. Let's go with the suggestion. Be a bit different. We're not going to wear this all the time.
Must be some party you're going to.
Apparently. That's enough for now.
You need anything else?
I'm looking for someone too. A colleague. Have you met a guy who was really into socks recently?
Oh, yeah. He came by. Nice man. Talked a lot about socks.
Tell me about him.
He was, normal. Pretty forgettable, if I'm honest. I told him, unless your socks are mismatched and neon-colored, I'm not much use to you.
Any idea where he went? Something's happened to him. I'm trying to trace his steps.
Not really. Wandered off into the bazaar.
Fair enough.
Looking you straight in the eyes. Sympathetic. She really doesn't know.
What do you mean something's happened? Did he use the phone?
I don't think so. I know where he is, just not what happened.
Oh, well, at least you have that.
She recedes back into her hood. Well, thanks anyway.
Sorry. Yeah, I was kind of distracted when he showed up.
Where is this allegedly tapped payphone? I mean, they all are.
Why?
Knuckles white as she balls them into fists.
I want to look it over. Maybe I can find some sign of your dad.
Really? You're not going to try to make a call or anything, right?
She gives you a suspicious look. Nope, just looking around.
Okay. It's the phone by the western entrance to the bazaar.
I think there's someone better to ask about this disc. Let's look around the store.
Wig topiary, plastic tiaras, novelty sunglasses. A burst of colours and textures vying for your attention. All of them losing. Behind it all you see an oddly familiar shape. The tailored shoulders, the sharp collar.
Oh?
The shape is robust and clean, with an architectural asymmetry, like a knife.
Is it the cameraman?
Cape, but nothing like the other costume pieces around it.
Oh. That cape over there, what kind of costume is it?
It's a carabinero outfit.
Carabineros are Portofiero's sanctioned police investigators. They report directly to the Prefectura and deal in actual crime. Murder, grand larceny, rape.
Is it genuine?
That'd be illegal.
Yes, it would. Her hand flattens a non-existent wrinkle on her tracksuit. It looks authentic.
Second-hand surplus warehouse in Lower Viudas was closing down a while back. Big clearance sale.
Aha. Are the carabineros looking for your dad?
No, I told Officer Morito. He said it was above his pay grade. He kicked it up, and they kicked it right back down.
You know, I'd look way better in it than any carabinero.
Yeah, it's for sale.
Do you have the whole outfit?
The whole set's back here. Just let me know if you're interested.
Okay, so let's look at the accessories.
What takes your fancy?
Okay, the gloves. Give +1 coordination. Ooh, okay, hang on. The knee-high boots give blueprints. The hat, cold read. The shirt, grey matter. And the cloak, shadow plate. These will all be very good. I will come back for these at some point.
You need anything else?
So, you party?
I guess I used to. Haven't had time lately. But I usually know when something's going on, even if I'm not gonna be there.
Anything cool going on right now?
There's a show somewhere in the Hill of Pigs tonight, but it's already sold out.
What's the music scene like around here?
Dead. Still a few maggots writhing around in the corpse, maybe, but looking at them just makes you sadder, you know?
A stolen keyboard watches the underside of the thief's bed. Alone but not forgotten, it develops rust.
So now we can show her the disc and ask if this is part of the local music scene. I highly doubt it.
10 or 15 years ago, there were feedback parties in the backways. Anyone who played loud enough could jam. You'd hear the distortion 3 canals away.
I imagine.
Now, if anybody plays around here at all, it's just covers of Lusian stuff.
Lusian stuff. The Luz is a techno-fascist state. Are they jackbooting on music now?
Let's talk about something else. Techno-fascists
Yeah, alright.
might design some kind of sound-based technology to mess up people's brainwaves. Do you know what this red disc is?
Oh, that's Ultravioleta, the Lusian pop star. Always thought that type of music was too young for me, but I've been enjoying her stuff recently for some reason.
Have you? Wait, this disc is from Luz.
Ultravioleta definitely is. The disc could be anything. A bootleg, a fan imitation, an actual release.
She peers at the disc again, blonde hair falling over her face.
Weird disc, that. You should ask Petre at the music stall over there. He'll know more. Doubt he's an ultra, though.
A knowing smile. I'll do that.
Thanks for stopping by.
And you know what? We'll give her a smile as we put this on. You know, kind of pull a bit of a silly face. Play around a bit. Make it look like we're having fun, so people don't suspect why we're wearing it. Okay, map. What do we got here? Was that red arrow there before? Quite possibly. What is it trying to show me on the map? Not sure. Okay. Nothing here under loose ends. Not sure what we're getting here. There's no sound on the disc. Guns are too worked. Not sure. Okay. What have we here? And we've got a... Probably just for change from the relaxing chewing going away. Brass antiques huddled together, their forms carved by hands long gone. Look at that screen a bit, but let's keep working our way around. Saída de emergência. Keep closed at all times, I presume that said. A dented tipping bucket, tallying fleeting acts of gratitude. Chip grease smeared on chins, then sleeves. The air is a sticky haze of fryer grease and sausage steam. An unopened beer, cold and inviting, has been left on the table. Apparently we're taking it. Add for shrimp. Fat, crisp, fried. There's that super sound sign again. Seems like we better... Oh, hello. Wait, what? No, just... A mass of soft animals, and very appealing they are too.
A cosmonaut suit, a relic of Project Autonomia. Its shoulder patch reads, "The stars are ours, 77.
Is this real?
If it is, then it's one of the few things for sale here that isn't a knockoff Lusian electronic disc or toy.
What happened in 77? Oh! No idea.
You try to remember something of astronomical significance happening in the year 77, but all that comes to mind is that was the year you were asked to leave ballet.
Oh, an eating disorder dressed up as high art. No thanks. I had potential, just undeveloped. Wasn't there something about a rocket, maybe? Focusing on the ballet, clearly. I had potential, just undeveloped.
You told your mother you left on your own. She said she was embarrassed to raise such a terrible liar. None of this has anything to do with space, though.
Well, let's check the price tag.
5,000 sol.
It may be genuine.
No wonder it's still here. People with that kind of money don't shop in the bazaar.
Exactly.
Your focus widens back to the bazaar.
Okay then. A gesture to the idea of water safety. Ominous quantity of tape. Abstract, but still humanoid. Some rumba canned coffee. You know what? We do need to reduce this anxiety. Coffee is not the way. Apparently, the Oxenbock is. We're not actually building up a lot of fatigue, so some more cigarettes. We can't. Oh, we can. There we go. And that's probably... Wait for it. Don't need to trade 3 for 2. This may be worth it eventually. Let's hold off for now. Who's this?
Especially good pieces today. Many wearable items.
Really now?
The old woman glances at you before returning to her magazine.
Nice to meet you.
Carmuna's not agreed to be met.
She angles her magazine away from you protectively. Carmuna,
We've found
the name
her.
on Pseudopod's purchase order. Your double owes this woman a minuscule shipment of socks.
What are you reading?
Stories, articles. Nothing for the interest of yourself.
Let me see what you are selling.
Take a look through the rack over there. No lice, no rips, no patches.
Okay. Have you seen Malin's father?
Carmuna sees this magazine.
Fair enough. Was my colleague here by any chance? Brown jacket, glasses, big into socks, like really big into socks.
You're working with a nice boy? The sock seller?
Her lips shrivel, and her eyebrows descend as she takes you in properly.
He is dressed so nicely, standing so straightly, polite. Had Carmuna thinking that there might be hope for us in Kohila. But you don't look super block at all.
Nothing guerrilla about being polite, lady. This is my revolutionary stance. Or he's drooling trouserless, probably shitting himself by now. Rough stuff. He's in trouble.
What trouble? There was no trouble with him. It's his first time out of the super block, you know. You should take him to see some sights. That nice boy had never seen an aerodrome before. Said they were the most beautiful thing in the world. Then couldn't help himself but say, must be a nightmare for the zoning division. How Carmuna laughed.
Is there no zoning division?
A soft click as he places his briefcase on the cobblestone, stops to clean his glasses. He replaces them, blinking up at the aero trams and the birds circling beneath. He smiles.
Okay, let's look at these. We could have seen so many trams together if I didn't let him down. An oddly morose thing to be saying, wearing a bright pink wig. But maybe wearing the bright pink wig means people won't notice us say this. Zoning nightmares are no joke. They've become real. Spawn places you can't leave. I'm not laughing. After clean up his mess, or he was drawn to transportation. Interesting. Something took him too far.
You mean the Pittle Tract, perhaps? You can get there by tuk-tuk, easy.
She focuses her attention back towards her magazine. Careful not to let you see inside.
Interesting. She's supposed to be a massive gossip, but she's got really cagey.
Carmona would help, but it's a busy day. Other matters to tend.
Right. What are you hiding in that magazine?
Quiet, Menina. Does Carmona blurt your business? Who are you, anyway?
She ruffles the magazine angrily, then looks up at something behind you. Fear in her eyes, like you're being watched.
Is someone watching us? I won't turn round, I'll just ask her.
Shh, Menina. Keep your voice down. For all we know, he's listening too.
Right.
We are dealing with an aerial creep. He's watching the whole bazaar. Carmona has a mirror in here to watch him in talk.
Ah, okay.
The woman angles her magazine towards the unfinished pylon towering at the edge of the market.
Those are the signs of a common perv. Don't be so paranoid. Not necessarily. Looks like he's about to jump. No, he doesn't. Looks like he's got some equipment up there. He's creeping from higher powers, quite possibly. Stick our middle finger up at him. Perhaps he's a tourist. He's a tourist of abstraction. No. Looks like he's got some equipment up there. He's creeping for higher powers. Let them come, Menina. Carmona prefers soldiers to spies.
Used to give him what for whenever we made eye contact, but he was unmoved. Very suspicious. He is creeping, keeping watch on behalf of Polaris knows who, monitoring our ways. He's spying our comings and goings. Carmona will tell you all about your nice boy if you go find out why.
Bet you don't even know anything. I'm out of it now. Sounds intimidating. I'll go and find out what he's up to.
Be careful, Menina. Don't mention Carmona. Go through that gate just south of here and keep going down. You'll get to him.
Right. I've got questions about this place.
No time for chitter-chat, Menina.
Of course.
She focuses on the mirror in her magazine.
Later.
Unperturbable.
I'll see you around.
Bazaar's closing soon, Menina. Don't forget to check the racks.
Right. Sleep is available now. We can check a rack. A row of mismatched clothing on wire hangers. Let's see what she's got.
You approach Carmona's rack of clothing, protected from the elements by a clear plastic sheet. No two pieces are alike. Second-hand olds and newish fakes.
Yeah, to be expected in a place like this.
Fashion has a short memory. Anything worn long enough to have been faked is already ancient.
We'll browse for rack anyway. She did advise it there might be something in a pocket of a garment or something. In a pocket of something undesirable no one else would buy.
The rack sways with misspelled logos and forgotten styles. Cowboy boots, leather trousers, a long black skirt.
Let's see what we can buy.
Hangers scrape against metal as you thumb through the racks. Foreign material shifts under your fingers. Cool and unfamiliar.
All out of our price range. Brown sweatpants. Okay, that could be good for us. Leather trousers. No downside, apparently. Vaquero boots. Once used for hard labor, these boots found new life in strutting, starring in many sorry about last nights. They've been through a lot. Remember some of it. Well, that's all for now. The rack sags a little in the middle. I'm done here for now.
You turn away from the rack.
If we're going to confront this fellow, we might need to do something about all these issues. So check out the aerial creep. Yeah, we know where he is. Yep, big hand pointing up. Almost looks like an eyeball in here, but it's the inside of the glove. Empty glove, empty person, even though it has fingernails. Interesting. That's a lot of fatigue we're working with. We could use the wine gums and then push a few results. We also need to start finding a way to get more money, because we've spent a lot of it and don't have much left. And speaking of not having much left...
The gate is bound to the pole by a thin steel chain. The gap between leaves little room for passage.
I have tools.
Only ghosts can pass freely between such crevices.
Let's inspect the chain.
Rust speckles your fingertips.
Yeah.
A system compromised at the subatomic level.
Let's open the gate.
You push the gate. The metal creaks, but it doesn't move. It's held fast by a rusty chain.
So we need a 5. That's pretty good. Hold
The
it.
gate creaks in the breeze behind you.
I think some wine gums are in order. Now
The
then,
gate stands before you, still locked.
go. Why is it locked?
Rust speckles a system compromised at the subatomic level.
Chain cutters? Oh,
The gate creaks in the breeze behind you.
those we do not have. Layers of graffiti, an artistic turf war. You know what? We've used it, just accept it and go with it. We might be able to find them somewhere. And she did say just go through the gate. Gate's locked, lady.
The Ariel creep is still up there, Menina. Creeping.
The gate down there is locked. I can't get through.
Locked? Well, go around. Up the stairs, then to your left, and down through the docks.
Alright, let's see about
Bazaar's
that.
closing soon, Menina. Don't forget to check the racks.
Up the stairs. The building's sleeping breath is visible in the cool air.
Bagman gestures wildly on the television screen. This is the ad for the reality situation you've seen before.
Fair enough.
The sounds from the commercial fade.
As we fade away from it. Now, what is this? A jumble of discs from artists you've never heard of. And a man we should probably speak to. Oh, that looks like we can go in there.
Off-brand driver, cheap plastic houses.
The man gazes down at a crate of cartridge discs, eyes narrowed, lips drawn. Veins rise like old roots beneath his thin skin.
Mass-produced excrement. These animals pleasure themselves in it.
He turns to you, shaking his head. Who's pleasuring themselves? No, nod politely or... Yeah, well, nod politely.
Those smears near the optical pickups? That's not damage. Shade. It oozes out over time. You see this? Each one guaranteed for 10,000 replays. Obscene.
He kicks the box by his feet.
No one will ever get it the way he does.
Okay. We could exert for 5. Oh god, no. Let's not do that. But, actually, wait. If we exert, we're only exerting for 4, right? Because we're boosting with the gun. Or we're just failing completely. Ooh, okay, bad. Okay.
Exteriors on everything. He's judging these little discs too harshly. They may contain wonders.
Fort violated the quest for it. Oh no! How bad is that? temporarily lose reinforcement effects and relation disadvantage. Failing red checks. Okay, that's bad. It's what's inside that counts, right?
Stars have mercy. This might be the one that pushes me over the edge.
He's talking about us.
Each single velo disc represents a single cell of stage 5 cultural metastasis.
He thrusts a finger at the box of discs.
Velodisc, a modern laser hybrid medium, played using a heated stylus unit, astounding sonic fidelity, cause of thousands of home fires.
Really now?
Synthetic brain cancer. A fledgling device, yes, but make no mistake, they've perfected the technology with these newer formats. Sleeker, quicker to go obsolete.
And that's before you factor in the house fires.
I think the propensity to self-immolate is their best feature, actually.
Interesting. Yeah, well, no cancer machine is touching this brain. We'll prod ourselves in the forehead. By our bright pink wig.
Friend, you're already terminal. Typical replayer arrogance.
No entries found under replayer. Filing under insults, incomprehensible.
He's being very judgmental here.
Go ahead. Browse away. My name's Petre. If you need anything, I'll be here. Lamenting what's left of the culture.
He sighs dramatically. What is left of the culture?
Culture? Portophiran? Strange. This new Lucian mania is all-consuming. Nobody wants anything that isn't techno-fascist trash, including, apparently, their own souls.
Interesting.
The Luz, once a powerful empire, now reconstituted as a modern techno-fascist state. The rising military and cultural power of the day.
I see. Seems I'm surrounded by techno-fascists. Or, what was Portofiro's culture like before the Lusian mania? Sure, we'll ask her... Nah, okay. This place looked pretty cultural to me. Alright, enough about all that. No, I see. Seems I'm surrounded by techno-fascists.
That would be preferable to the truth of things. There is no politics to it that they can see. They just want something they can idiotize themselves with. You'd think we had run out of brick walls. I take it this means Luz hasn't managed to make it into wherever you're from. Good for you.
He sniffs as if the matter of being from somewhere were distasteful. What was Portofiro's culture like before the Lusian mania?
Provincial, but honest. Silk, sad national poetry. Music, the same kinds they play in the so-called developed world, except a couple decades late and desperately effortful.
Interesting.
Incapable of competing with Lusian media on the most basic neurological level.
That sounds... nice.
Yes, exactly. Nice. That's why I'll be here. Enjoying the front row seat to the downfall of culture. That is my punishment.
I've also got a front row seat to the end of history.
Wonderful. We can share snacks.
This place looks pretty... so... is business not that great then, I take it?
Financially tolerable. Morally abhorrent. Every day there's new format, category, each one more depraved than the last. Of course, I can't say that out Ah. Customer, you know?
Quite.
He says it to everyone.
Of course he does. A colleague of mine got into some trouble. I think he came through here.
The vendor's eyes narrow behind his orange lenses.
This is a media store, not the missing persons division. What's one of the GMs with questions like that?
Oh, I think I'll bother you with it. You'll understand why when I explain.
The Guardian Municipal. Street cops.
My bright pink wig demands you take me seriously. Perhaps I should take it off when talking to this man. You seem like a man who remembers his customers. Or he would have been new in town, from the superblock, or Now we'll go, you seem like a man who remembers his customers.
I try. So most of humanity fades into an indistinguishable morass of banality.
His expression softens. This could be the man who supplied the disc, remember?
This colleague, what does he look like?
Average height, bald spot, brown jacket. Honestly, someone you might easily forget.
Dialectical looking glasses. Air of advanced virginity.
He smiles, despite himself. Yeah, that's him, sock specialist. He was just doing his job as best he could. No need to be cruel. I can't speak to his general aura. I've never seen him conscious. Bloody hell, lady. Big on socks, less fond of trousers. No, that's him, sock specialist.
Yes, he came by here. Little coin is lost, adrift among the many wonders of the free market.
You seem like a people person. No, you don't. Was he with it, in your estimation? So you wouldn't have called him lead material. Good to know. Okay, now, so what did he want?
Your dialectical friend mistook himself for some sort of big money businessman.
Uh-huh.
He wanted the bazaar to import superblock hosiery. Socks to start with, but there was talk of cotton tights, even stockings if the venture took off.
Making inroads with his persona. Competent in theatre, at least for this period of play.
Did he buy anything?
No. And to be honest, I wouldn't have wasted the stock. He seemed immune to music.
Oh, he wasn't that immune, apparently. Did you two talk formats?
You're joking, of course. He didn't even know what a velodisc was, let alone an Einzelton. At a certain point, I'm just debasing myself.
So, no joy on this sock scheme of his, I take it.
Of course not. I don't sell socks.
Quite. I meant in general. As in, with all the stallholders. His eyebrows twitch as he glances down at the rows of tapes and discs that surround him.
So is he alright, your man? Or what?
He's just someone I work with. He's my perpetual comrade in hosiery. I'm doing my best to get him some help. I don't know yet, that's why I'm asking. I'll go with this. I'm doing my best to get him some help.
Yes, yes. We are all so well intended.
Oh, trust me, there's a very ulterior motive.
The vendor gauges you behind his coloured lenses, tongue skimming teeth. All across the city of Petra there is silence. People peer out fearfully from the slivers between curtains.
Interesting.
I'll be blunt. Are you with a weeping eye?
We've seen it on load screens.
The techno-fascist secret police of Laloons, dark subconscious of the state, specialising in old-school, ugly methods. Such insult. The depressed reactionary is mistaking you for your direct opposite, your sworn enemy.
Do I look Lusian to you?
Not immediately. Could be a cheap knockoff, though. The weeping eye sheds many tears, as they say.
Apologies if my presence here brings you further heat, or You sound paranoid, Petra. Don't worry, I have tendencies too. I gouge eyes, especially weeping ones. The eyes may see you, but they cannot know you. I have tendencies too. That's weird. That's really weird. I wonder what that would translate into English differently as. Apologies if my presence here brings you further heat.
Keep them. If things get too hot, I can always slit my wrists with a shard of Veladis before
Bloody
they
hell.
take me down.
It means keep the apologies.
My point is, your colleague was asking questions. Now, something's obviously happened, and here you are, also asking questions. Given the current climate, no one wants to answer these questions, least of all, me.
What if my questions were exclusively about formats?
Then I would attempt to educate, obviously. I'm not some kind of street hustler, friend. My merchandise is mega premium, the best this side of the big blockers. I'll tell you what I told your sock friend. Speak to the boatman down by the West docks.
Interesting.
He's the one who knows the underground goings-on around here. We're just the vendors.
Which boatman?
The cool one.
Sardonically.
In his baroque hierarchy of shame, being cool falls just under being a replayer, whatever that is.
Right.
Excessive sunglasses. Relaxed aura, likely on a boat. No way of confusing him.
Okay, this has been helpful.
Wonderful. Now for all our sakes, please say no more.
Oh, but I think I must.
If you want to talk media formats, I'm your man. This other stuff.
I found a strange disc. We'll show it to him.
Strange how? Format or content?
Content.
More cheap calories to save the masses. Alright, let's have it.
Just don't listen to it. Oh god, is he going to listen to it?
Einzelton XR.
For a moment, all expression drains from his face. That sounds serious.
Where did you get this?
His voice drops to a half whisper. I found it. Oh, what's the matter?
Einzelton hasn't been available to consumers for a decade. A disc in good condition is worth thousands of sol to people who appreciate its wonders.
What wonders are we talking about?
The apex of auditory technology. A high-fidelity and dynamic sonic experience that self-effaces after a single play.
Oh, okay.
Reproduction and erasure just millimeters away in space, milliseconds in time. Precision humans can only dream of.
What's the point if you can only listen to it at once? Bad news. This one's already been played. Or how does it erase itself?
A magnet embedded in the disc erases its contents as it's being listened to. As in life, everything happens only once. Replayability is oblivion. The end.
What's the point if you can only listen to it once? This message will self-destruct in 60 seconds. It's like secret message, important stuff, right?
You can imagine the use cases yourself. Rental markets, promotional copies, that sort of thing. The technical origins are trite.
He waves a hand dismissively.
Its deeper purpose is simply to exist, to remain in a rarefied realm of pure potentiality and infinite beauty.
I've got bad news, I'm afraid. This one's already been played.
You played it?
I did, but only after it had already been played.
And what? You sought to defile a corpse a little more? Just for fun.
Look, at least I didn't lie.
Better they record them all years ago. Better a mass manufacturing fault than this, to save them from this humiliation from being passed around like...
The vendor deflates before you.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry.
He gets out. Finally.
Talking to the Einzel tone, not you.
Oh. Oh, get over it. It's just a disc. No. It's in a better place. Any idea what the title means? Ultravioletta. You, but from a dream. Or... Even though it was empty, I listened to it. It made me feel pretty weird. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. I assume fondling a human corpse would also make you feel pretty weird.
What a strange thing to say, but I think he's referring to the disc as a corpse, and not aware of what actually happened.
You did a little of that too, but no need to mention.
There was something spiritual about it, or can Einzel tones be weaponized? Yes, we'll ask him that. No, I mean it was eerie. Petra, I was basically hallucinating that. Can Einzel tones be weaponized? Of course, you've just done it by bringing me its desecrated carcass. I won't sleep tonight.
Makes sense. Forbidden media. Desecration of a tomb. The broken seal.
Any idea what the title means? Ultravioletta. You but from a dream. I think we got to experience what you but from a dream was.
Ultravioletta's a pop singer. Degenerate, Lucian, Electro-Dross. There's a new fabricated star every day, it seems, but she's the top of today's pile. As for the title, probably the works of a brain-dead marketing committee.
Quite probably. I've never heard of her. You but from a dream. Intriguing, right? What's a contemporary L-pop star doing on this obscure format? Good question.
Some kind of promo copy, I would assume. Maybe an advanced single of some kind.
So you think it's real, not a bootleg?
Of course it's real. You can't bootleg an Einzel tone. Another of its enduring qualities.
Interesting.
This Ultravioletta's gone missing at the moment. Kidnapped by counter-fascist radicals, whatever that means. Lucian marketing plot, if you ask me.
Very interesting. It ties in. We're getting some clues and things coming together.
Could be the work of the militia Ruben Rouge, extreme communist fringe group. They've ransomed public figures before.
More pop stars should be abducted for the cultural good. Marketing is for real art here. I want more of her already. She sounds alluring. Some stalker's probably got her locked in a room, so let's go with this. Let's see where this goes. A slight hint at that tendency we mentioned earlier.
Yes, that's the point. It's a beautiful new face of techno-fascism.
The vendor looks at the red disc and runs a thumb over its surface.
None of this is the Einzeltone's fault, of course. They can't control what gets seared upon them.
True, it's the people who create them who do that. It's in a better place now, I think. No longer tortured with whatever secrets it was hiding and holding.
No, I'm afraid it's not.
Oh.
No more potential, only anti-potential.
So it's not a rewritable then?
Replayability is
yeah.
oblivion.
Replayability, replayers, right. There's got to be some way to recover what's on it.
You seem to have misunderstood my soliloquy.
Evidently not.
It's done. No worse. The beauty and the tragedy of the format. I hope you dispose of it with dignity.
Oh.
I think a private ceremony would be most appropriate.
Okay. we could exert in the hope of losing some anxiety, sure. Do a little technoflex. Is it possible to reconstruct an Einzelton XR? Maybe success will say no and failure will be like, oh well maybe, but let's see. Push it. Oh god. Well that was rubbish.
Your mind blanks at the glare. These things are single play only. Anything else is sacrilege.
Petra?
Yes.
Einzeltones are great, aren't they?
Yes. Very great.
We could sleep to unlock that. I'll catch you later, Petra, and I will try that test again at some point.
Maybe not. The bazaar is closing up soon. Another day, another cultural molestation.
Well, that didn't go too well, did it? I presume it's just put his stall on the map. Yeah. What do we got here? Red Disc artist is a pop star named... Yeah, we know that already. Huh. Not getting a lot here. Let's move... Oh!
A low, tilting shelf marked in heavy block letters. Despised subgenres.
Hey, if this scan gets rid of some anxiety, let's do it.
Various sections are separated by narrow plastic dividers, each one labelled with the same neat script.
I think I get the picture. We'll come back later.
The shelf stands, meticulously organised, a monument to lonely elitism.
Oh god, that's going to be hard. Let's not even remotely try.
You turn your attention away from the shelf.
I should probably turn it away from this episode soon. We've been playing for a decent length of time. Okay. Let's take a moment, go back down. Is the boatman here? I'd say that's probably him. Okay, maybe not. Doesn't have the excess of sunglasses and big coat. Okay, we're starting to see lots of things that I'd like to interact with, and I've probably spent enough time playing tonight. I've got... So let's hop up onto here. And here, the way I originally went. And then go to the base of these steps. And I'll click on this one then. Fine. An ad for second-hand pelota equipment. Match tested. Well, with that, I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one. And I'll see you all next time as we continue our exploration. I'll say goodbye for now, everyone, and see you all soon. Cheerio.